Ashanti, you've sold 15 million albums worldwide, you've won a Grammy, and now you're back with a serious bang. You're starring on Army Wives on Lifetime, and your character's name's Latasha. Tell me about your role on the show.
Latasha Montclair, she's an awesome, awesome character. Her husband is stationed over in Afghanistan. She has 3 beautiful kids, 2 boys and a girl, and her youngest son, Gabe, actually has cystic fibrosis. So it's a very meaty role. It's very dramatic. All the girls kind of love Latasha. You know, she has a nice comedic undertone. She's not afraid to tell it like it is. You know, and she's a really awesome character to play.
To turn to your music now, you're coming out with your 5th studio album, Braveheart. Talk to me about Braveheart. What can fans expect from this album?
My gosh, I love it. There's a song that I have called Never Should Have, and I feel like that record is something that has the potential to be really, really huge. It's very classy, yet very vulnerable, yet the vocals are there, the storytelling is there, it's very visual. It's kind of like a R&B pop ballad all in one, and you can still nod your head to it.
I saw an interview that you gave recently talking about Braveheart, and you said there's a lot about it in there that's personal, and it's like you've gone through a tremendous amount, I think you said, personally and professionally. Can you open up a little bit about like what are the ups and downs that you've gone through since your last album, 2008?
So many things have happened, you know, just in the music industry and taking things in and understanding the concept of how things move, you know, and I have my own record label now, Written Entertainment, so it was a lot kind of putting things together and understanding this is how we're doing things now.
You actually, in the last decade, hold a title as one of the top-selling R&B artists alongside Alicia Keys and Beyonce. Like, when you go to put out an album, do you still, or do you kind of look in the rearview mirror or look around and see what the other artists like the Rihannas and the Beyoncés are doing, or do you just do your own thing?
You know what? That's so funny. For a long time, I didn't, because I felt like what I was doing was working, and I kind of had like the blinders on, like just do you, just stay focused and stay in your zone. You don't want to taint, you know what I mean, or pollute the pot of what's going on. Nowadays, it's kind of like you have to see what's around you, you know, you have to kind of just be open-minded to different music and different artists and different creativity. So it's not necessarily checking up like, oh, let me listen to her and see what she has going. You know, it's more like, oh, okay, I commend it. I commend that. I think we really, though, we have to show a lot more female camaraderie.
I gotta ask you, there's reports of your label mate, Ja Rule, being released from jail in July, and you worked with him early on in your career. Do you think that he still has what it takes to kind of re-enter the hip-hop game and, you know, top the charts again?
Absolutely. I think Ja is super duper talented. You know, when I got in the studio with him and just his melodies and his lyrics and how he puts a record together and how he can make it catchy, and so many people have kind of, I don't want to say copied, but Ja had a style, a swag that he brought to the table that a lot of people came in after doing, you know? So I definitely think Ja has what it takes, you know, to make a hit record.
Would you be open to collaborating with him again?
Everyone's been asking if we're going to collab. We probably will.
On this new album, maybe?
It's probably too late for the new album, but you never know. You never know.